Yes, I've tested and double checked and triple checked that these circuits are off. So we're okay to proceed with removing these old receptacles. So this is circuit number 7, and this powers the hallway lights and I think one of the bedroom lights. So it can't be in the kitchen here. So this circuit has to be removed. I also want to switch out this old electrical box for a new electrical box. So I'm putting these boxes in kind of temporarily right now just to make sure before I do permanent. So I'm keeping the nail heads not flush with the boxes so I can take them out if I need to, but enough to where they're not going to move on me. We're good. I'm going to check it on a known circuit. Yep. Okay. So these are all dismantled or turned off. Use the right words, Nathan. So I'm just separating these wires. I'm going to then go through the process of figuring out which wires can go and which ones stay. One of these wires is going to come from the panel, and one of them is going to continue up and over to power some other receptacles just behind me. This one was used to power the dishwasher. It was not following code. It was not on its own separate dedicated circuit. Let's keep this one labeled 11, 11, 11. Also 11, 11. Okay, one of these goes to the breaker, one of these continues on down the line. Got to figure that out. This box is going to go away. It has to be moved over here. To test which one is the panel and which one just continues down the line, I'm going to cap each of these wires so they're not exposed. And then what I'll do is turn on the breaker and use my circuit finder, or actually this little guy, to see which one is live. Those are capped. Let me go turn on 11. Alright, there we go. So this one continues down the line, and this one is on the breaker. From panel, I should say. From panel. Okay, this corner looks like a mess. So I know that these two back here are live. One powers the washing machine, one powers the dryer, so the clothes washer and the clothes dryer. So 220, 120 volt, those are live. I need to keep those there. The rest of all this here is from 11, the same circuit I've been working on. And then, I don't know if you can see this, but over here, this is 11 also. So, and then there's a mystery one right up here. I have no idea where this goes to. It's not live, thankfully, but I don't know where it goes. But the rest of these, I think the rest of these can go. One of these two goes over to the outlet that I just worked on, and one of these goes up to the light above the kitchen sink. I need to determine which one's which. So what I'm going to use is this voltmeter, digital multimeter rather, and I have it in this setting. I don't know what that setting is called, but basically if it says 1, it's an open circuit, and if I touch the two terminals together, it shows me some resistance showing that I'm completing a circuit. So I'll take the ground on one of these wires and touch it to the black, and I'll take the ground on this one up here and touch it to that one, and I still have an open circuit, so it's not this one. I'll try that with this other wire, negative, and the ground. Yep, I get a reading. Okay, so these two wires are the same, so I can mark this. This goes to the kitchen light. Kitchen light, that's funny. It goes to the kitchen sink light. Window light. This one here, the other one, should match up to this one here. And we'll just check by doing the same process. Turn it on, touch terminal to a ground and a terminal to a ground. We get a reading. They're the same wire. Sweet. Now the next thing I'm going to do is, since I know this cable and this cable are the same cable, I'm going to put this cable in to this electrical box, and then this cable into this electrical box. So when power comes into here, it'll run up through here, through the ceiling, and into this cable box. So this outlet and this outlet will be the same circuit, and this outlet over here that I haven't put the box in yet, will be on circuit number 2 for the kitchen, because if you remember from last episode, kitchen outlets need 2 dedicated circuits at 20 amp. So that's what I'm doing. Alright, so I think what I'll do is just have it go right at the top up there. Punch out this. Punch out there. The ground on here is a little short, but I think I'll still have enough cable to do what I need to do. Alright, and then I'll staple that up there, and that to there, and we'll be good. Let me go grab the staples. What you got going on there, buddy? How are you doing today? Hi here. Hi. Hello, you big floof. You big floof. Oh my goodness, you're a big floof. Oh my goodness, no, we're not doing the jumpings. What's that all about? We're not going to do the jumpy jumps. No jumpy jumps. Nope. Hello. Hey there. You're a good boy. You're very wet. Oh my goodness, you're very wet. Oh my goodness. Oh, you're such a wet floof. You're such a wet floof. Oh, you're such a wet floof. I have to stop wiring the kitchen for a second, for a little bit, because Katie and I have been reading through comments that you all have made about our proposed layout on this side of the kitchen, specifically about the 6-inch countertop that is on this side of the oven, and that 6 inches is really not enough counter space on one side of the oven, even though we're going to have plenty of counter space over on this side, because it's going to go from the edge of the oven all the way around the corner. You kind of want, based on what you guys were saying, you want counter space on both sides, enough counter space on both sides of the oven. And Katie knew that, but we were kind of limited with the pieces that we got from Lowe's. We got at a really good discount, and so we only have a few pieces that we can work with. And a limiting factor is the length of this wall to match those pieces, and the fact that there's that window right there. So initially what we were going to do is do the Lazy Susan in the corner and put the oven right next to the Lazy Susan, and then put, I think it's a 33 or maybe 36 inch cabinet on the other side of the oven. The problem with that is this oven would then be cutting into the window here about, I think about like 8 inches of the oven lip. This here would stick out into the window, and we didn't want that. So we're reassessing what we're going to be doing with this. So I'm going to hold off doing any more work on the outlets here in the kitchen, because I may need to rearrange some of them based on possible new layout of our cabinets and oven. One of you commented about having a pantry near a doorway, and in this particular case I think we're okay, because the pantry will be near the doorway to the hallway to the bedrooms. It's not an entryway like bringing in groceries and stuff like that. I think it'll be completely okay having that pantry there. It'll stick out just as far as a countertop would, so it's not going to impede the flow of the kitchen any more than a countertop would. So I think we're okay there. Now, if we were going to do a pantry on the entrance into the kitchen from the main living area, or from where like you'd come in from the outside, we agree that'd not be a good idea. So anyway, so I think we're okay with the pantry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head up to the attic. I'm going to start pulling wires that I need to do anyway. I'm not going to take you along with me, because getting up into the attic is a pain. Filming up in the attic is a bigger pain. So I'll walk through what I've done after I'm done pulling wires. So I'm going to head up there, and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, I am down from the attic and done with pulling wires for now. That attic is tiny, and the wires that I had to pull, they were in a really small area. I actually had to crawl. Actually, I was on my belly trying to reach these wires. I didn't like it, but we got it done. All right, so what we got accomplished was, right here, there was a wire coming down from circuit number 7, which I didn't need, so I removed that. This number 11 wire, I put in its place. This is for the outlets. This is circuit 1 of 2 of the outlets, and it was coming out of this hole here, so I moved it over. And then you'll see here that there's this wire right there. That's circuit number 13. That's coming off of the light there. It's an extra wire. I'm going to take that apart and remove that wire because we don't need it hanging there. And then there's also a, yeah, that's this 13 one. Yeah, so I don't need it there. So that'll get rid of this number 13. So that's 2 wires gone and 1 wire moved. So that's good. And then going into the bedrooms, I made a couple changes too. So in the new, get my good lighting here. In the new bedroom that we created, there was circuit number 26 that's here on the outside wall. And I was going to use this to power the lights in this bedroom here. So I actually had it running down the wall and going into this junction box and then continuing with the yellow cord through this, through the wall, through this little corner here and up into the light switch box. Well, I'm not going to do that anymore. I decided that circuit number 26 will be an outlet on the outside only. And instead what I did is I took and ran wire from the light switch here in the second bedroom that will continue circuit number 7 power going up and then over, and you can see down, and it'll then power the light switch and the light. So now circuit number 7 is used for lighting in, used for lighting in the hallway and these 2 bedrooms, and that's it. So I feel a lot better about this. So there's still some more work to do, but what I want to do now is get rid of the number 13 extra wire here from this light fixture up here. I was able to identify that this one here, circuit's off. This one here is coming from the panel. And this one here was going to the leads of the light box, or to the lights themselves. So that leaves either this one or this one as the wire that I don't need anymore. So I'm going to attempt to use my digital meter using the same function where I can trace a line with continuity check, or with the continuity feature. And it's not that one, it's not that one, it's that one? Really? Interesting. Okay. That one. I wouldn't have guessed, but okay. So this guy needs to come out. So these get wrapped back together again. Sweet. Okay, now that I have those wires removed, moved, redone, I think it's a good stopping point. Once we have, hopefully, the final layout for the kitchen, then I can start up again on the kitchen wiring. Hopefully I don't have to redo a bunch of wiring, but if I do, I do. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying this, and I will see you next time. Bye.